Hello out there in YouTube land. Today I'm going to change the fog light bulbs down below to some Osram, what are they called? Anyways, H8 bulbs. You can see right now I have some blue colored or silver colored bulbs in the headlights, but not the fog lights. So I'm going to start with the driver's side and we'll get right on that. To start with, you don't need to have the lights on or the engine running, but it does help to turn the steering wheel or turn the wheel to the right if you're doing the left, and vice versa on the other side. And what we're going to be starting with is 1, 2, 3 Torx screws, and there's also one down in the bottom here. I've seen people online say that all you need to do is those 3, but I found that it was almost impossible to get them back in without undoing the bottom. So we'll start with that. Okay, the bulbs I'll be putting in here are the Osram Cool Blue Intense, and they're H8s. Don't try to fit an H11 in there. Don't ask how I know. It's a slightly different mount to it. Although it has 3 tabs, the tabs are a little bit different, enough so they don't fit. So we're going to be putting these in for the fog lights, and I also have a set of H7 for the low beam headlights on the front. So here's our T25 bit, and this is screw number 3. Sorry if it's a little shaky, I've got only 2 hands here, and both of them shake a lot. And then there's one more, and it's way underneath. Hopefully you can see right there where my finger is. And I found that you really need to take that one off to get the plastic back in to position. So I'll come back and show you me yanking that plastic back. All right, so push in, pull out. I can't do this one-handed. I don't think I can do this one-handed. Yeah, I can't do it one-handed. Okay, I got it started. And I got my hand in the way too. Whoops. Look at it, lost it. Great. Back to square one. Alright, so I got it open now. And I just have to pull this back, and trust me, it's back in there. You can, if I can get a light in there or not, I'll try. It would help if I could get the panel to stay out. Usually you can pop this out. That's not wanting to do it today. But back in there, there's a bulb, and I've got to turn it about 45 degrees to the counterclockwise to the right to get it off. Here goes. There's our old bulb, standard VW, and look, it's an Osram. And I'm putting an Osram H8 in there, but it's going to look blue like that. Give up to 4200K. So it's going to be a much silvery, whiter light. And I don't know why, but it's easier to loosen the bulb once you get the wire off it. So your best bet is to remove the wire, and you have to squeeze the fitting. Squeeze this. Oops, I can't do that. You have to squeeze it this way, and then pull it off, and then this will twist off. Remember, try not to touch the bulb with your bare hands to keep your skin oil off the bulb. I'm going to put gloves on right now. So here's my new bulb. My other hand has a glove on it, not this one. And remember, you just don't want to touch the glass part of the bulb with your hand, bare hand. Now, the key is going to be getting it into that. Notice that the plastic didn't really pull back like some people show online. So it's tough to reach in there now. It's going to be really tight. We now have a nice silvery white on the driver's side, and you can see the previous factory one is kind of a yellowish white. Now, I'm not sure. It kind of looks like the headlight is a little bit bluer in tone than the fog light. I am going to change out the headlight, the low beam, for an H7 Osram. What's in there right now are not Sylvania Osram, but Phillips. And it's a little bit bluer than I would like. But right now, we're going to finish the fog lights and then hopefully have time to get the headlights done. Now let's start on the passenger side. Fog light. Oops, sorry. Hit the foam. You still see it? So in there, reach in. Oh, I can actually see it. If you can see it, but it's in there. Now I got to turn it counterclockwise. Oh, got to unplug it first. Oh yeah, it feels good. It's a little bit uncomfortable. Kind of like trying to do dentistry on a crocodile. Use my left hand. Note to self, take off your watch first before reaching into the crocodile's mouth. There it goes. There we go. Turn it counterclockwise. Boom. Snap. Now get my arm out of the crocodile's mouth. And don't drop the bulb. Okay. So there's our old bulb. Can you tell I live on a dirt road? Old bulb. New bulb. Now I need to set that back into the bulb, into the light fitting, and not hit the tripod. Ah. Yeah, sure. I can't see. I see my hand. I can't see where the bulb is. There it is. I just barely, I've got to change hands. I've got to do this with my left hand. I cannot get the right angle with my right hand. Okay, the bulb's in place. Turn it about, I don't know, it's almost 90 degrees. And it doesn't really click into place. Now, next problem. Where'd the wire go? There it is. All right. Again, I'm doing this strictly by feel. Boom. Now, is that completely snapped in place? Looks like it. Next step, turn on the ignition and test it out. Is the light on? Hey, we have light. Cool. Let's take this back, step back, and there you can see. We have the Osram H8 bulbs in the fogs, and oh, interesting. The passenger side over here has the Osram H7 in it, and the driver's side has a Philips H7 in it. Much bluer. Look at that. Wow. Interesting. All right. Now, all that's left to do, put things back together again. So hard to get it to come out. It won't go back in now, of course. One of these has got to line up. It's right in the owner's manual. It has to do it. There we go. One down the bottom. That one started. Now this first one looks like it's falling out. There we go. Number 4. I like to get them all started before I start tightening. Okay, the fog lights are all done. The next thing that I want to get done today is to change this bulb over here. This would be the low beam. It's a combination low and high beam bulb on the driver's side. It currently has a Philips, what is it, Cool Blue or Super Blue or something like that, 5000K light bulb. And I want to put one of the Osram, what do they call, Cool Blue Intense bulbs in there. Now, this is a tough one for me to get at because I have arthritis and I have other problems with my hands. I'm going to try and show you, get some light in there. Somebody's backup alarm going. Alright, it's in there. So I took the cover off, and oh man, there's the bulb right there. And I need to pull it off. Simple process. I can show you. I'm having problems with this one, getting it tight enough. Again, arthritic hands. I can't get it in there tight enough. And my hand's right in the way. As you can see, but that bulb is scratched. That's because it's fallen out on me once and it was scraping against the housing, the back of the housing. So I've got to get this bulb off and replace it with the Osram. But that's what the packaging looks like. Purchased through Amazon.com. I think it was, yeah, they're about $34, $35 for both, for each, the H7 headlight bulbs and the H8 fog light bulbs. So here's the bulb going into the socket. There's only one way it'll go in, because you see that little metal clip there? That goes right beside the tab that's on the light bulb. There's a little metal clip on the mounting. Goes right beside the tab. And that's going to go facing upward when we insert it into the headlight. And as far as inserting it in the headlight, the best thing I find is to actually look through the front of the headlight. I can't show you that because, again, I don't really have a good tripod at that height. But look through the front of the headlight to line up the bulb, the tip of the bulb, with the hole in the headlight for the bulb.